Friday. I'm going to give everybody a chance to come in. I promise I won't be on here very long. I just want to share with you what we're going to try our best to do in the garden this weekend as everybody is coming in. Even if you're watching the replay, honey, I got smart. I don't know what is going on with these mosquitoes out here, but I make my own mosquito spray. And most of the times I just come out here like with a long sleeves, but evidently they've been very disrespectful. I don't know if they've hatched. I don't know what is going on, but I have my not your not your blood bank mosquito essential oil that I make myself. It has lemongrass. It has lemongrass oil, eucalyptus, rosemary, citrus oil because I am just getting tired of them. Chris was cutting the grass last night, and I was like, "Are these mosquitoes not bothering you?" And he was like, "No, they're not bothering me." Now I'm not sure. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but um, I heard people with O type blood they kind of come to a lot, which I am, and he's not. So I don't know. Sometimes I also take like a cap full of apple cider vinegar before I come out because they are just horrible. But I just wanted to share with you all real quick. So I'm going to come out here in a few minutes because I have really been trying to work on these beds, like getting them um, switched out for the summertime. And so yesterday, what happened is I had started some seeds, y'all, and I had been hardening these cell trays off, and I just kind of left them like on the sideline. And I looked at them yesterday, and I was like, "You have got to get these planted." So this bed right here, I really feel like I just need to go ahead and finish. I'm going to walk around in a minute to show you what I've done, but I'll also share with you what we have right here. I just really don't want to pull my snapdragons, not yet, y'all, not just quite yet. But the Veronica Speedwell is coming in. They're starting to bloom. If you remember early spring, late winter, we did a hard chop on these because these are perennials. And so that they're not leggy at the bottom, like I really did a hard cut down, they started emerging. And so now they're starting to do the blooms. I really love these. The pollinators love these. These are amazing. So these are starting to bloom. Snapdragons for us. So we're in Georgia, zone 8A. And y'all, make sure you share this. Share this with your family and your friends. When does the cabbage start closing? I just put up a video about our cabbage. Let me take you over there real quick. Y'all bear with me because that's what I just got finished eating before I came out here. It was so good. I'm gonna make a sauerkraut. My first thing I'm going to tell you, this is a purple cabbage. So let's talk about this first. I already know it's not going to head up. It's just getting too late. So we're in Georgia, zone 8A. And it's really important to know your first fall frost, your last spring frost, and your growing zone. I just told this lady today, she said that she had planted some lettuce and some cabbage, and I didn't want to be discouraging to her. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I told her. I said for us here, because she was in this area too, I said it's getting a little bit hot, a little bit too hot for your leafy greens. I said, unless this particular variety is bred to withstand hot weather, I said, you're probably not going to have good luck. I said, but I don't want to discourage you. What I can tell you is try a shade cloth because I do have so it's a heat loving lettuce blend that I really, really, really want to try. And I told her I plan on just trying it because I love salads in the summertime too. However, I'm going to keep some of my trellises up because I'm going to put a shade cloth over there just to see and test it out. I'm a big tester when it comes to gardening. Now, I already know I'm too late in the game for these purple cabbages. Like, they are not going to head up. It's like they started. They got a small one, but I do love it for the foliage, and it's just like a place marker. Now I'm gonna go real quick over here because I just harvested some cabbage. Y'all work with me. We got a lot to do. We got a lot to do in the garden. These cabbages were ready. I just harvested a big one right here and cooked it. These are ready right here. These were like a 55-day cabbage that we planted in early spring. For me, cabbage does not freeze well. So I'm trying to cook it, but then I said, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to make sauerkraut. So I'm going to make some sauerkraut. I'm going to make some slaw. I'm going to do whatever I need to do because next week, okay, so let me just share with you really, really quick. So it was, y'all, look at this. Look at this leaf-footed bug right here. Do you see that? Honey, it's two of them together, and I don't have my darn gloves on. Y'all, this is live and in person. You do not want them in your garden. You got squash bugs, but this is the leaf-footed bugs because I'm looking at the way it's shaped. This is just like, you can't make this up. You can't make this up in the garden. I'm going to try to take one of these cabbage leaves and get them. You don't, these are not good for your garden, okay? These are the ones, like if you have tomatoes, they will pierce them and they will put the ugly, but it's two right here. Y'all, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. They move slow and you gotta move quick because they'll fly away. Hold on. They flew away. God dang it. It was like two or three of them, but that's a leaf-footed bug. You do not want them. And one decided to come back. Let's see, because I don't have my gloves on, y'all. Sometimes I be getting funny. Oh, why can't I get them? See, they don't move real quick. Look at them. Y'all look at them. Hold on. We got to be real. Oh, got one. But it's two more out there. Okay, live. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. You can't make it up. You don't want those in your garden. Especially when you get ready to grow your tomatoes, which we're getting the blooms on. Honey, they will put those, they will take those feet, those little leaf-footed feet, and they will like pierce at your tomatoes. So those are not good. But back to the cabbage. So these are ready. We're going to do some sauerkraut or something, but it's going to be like 92 next week. So it's going to be 69 tomorrow, and it's supposed to rain. They said it was supposed to rain today. I didn't see no sign of rain. My water, that's why I held off on watering. But we're going to start harvesting these. And if you haven't watched our short, one thing I grew up with is all of this. So when we went to the grocery store, it would have all of this. And my grandparents, my mother, like we would take the darker leaves. So we cooked these for maybe about 20-25 minutes first by itself. And then we actually like cut up the cabbage and put them in there because these take a little bit longer to grow. Now, when you go to the grocery store, all they have, they even pull like this off. All they have is that, and that's it. And I'm just like, when did they start? Maybe people don't eat the green leaves, the darker outer edges, but I do. Y'all put it in the comments. When you eat cabbage, like, and when I say cabbage, some people steam them, but we cook them like collard greens. They don't take as long as collards, but we cook, or kale, but we cook them just like that. And what I will do is I will take the dark green leaves. I will cut these up, cook them first for about 20-30 minutes, maybe not even that long, maybe about 20 minutes. Then I'll have this part right here cut up, and then we'll cook that. And so I'm just not seeing that anymore. That's one of the many reasons why I like to grow my own cabbage. But let me tell y'all about the cabbage yesterday is it was so flavorful. Like I literally pulled it right here, took it inside, washed it up real good. Like it doesn't get any better than that. But to answer your question, the purple leaf lettuce, the purple leaf cabbage, that really is here. It's not going to head up. I'm not going to give it time to head up because it's getting too late and I need to switch out. But I will grow it again. I'm just going to have to start in enough time because it's really pretty. It's really, really pretty. Another thing I'm keeping my eye on. So we're going to go ahead. Let me come around here and share with y'all what I planted yesterday. But since I've already started this bed switching out right here, I am going to, first of all, before I go around on the other side, I've been looking for these scissors. See, this is why I say Put your stuff up when you get done with it. Y'all, I lose so much stuff in the garden, and I'm happen to walk around, and I had my favorite trowel that I love. I couldn't find it for like 3 days. And so I'm like, where is this trowel? It was over there in that bed over there. And I'm like, see, you need to put your stuff up when you're done. But I'm going to start harvesting this dill because dill, cilantro, parsley, it's like a cool weather herb for us, and it's gonna bolt. Now the butterflies are gonna love me when I let some of it bolt, but it will bolt. But I just planted, and I got a video coming out, my 40-day cucumbers that that's part of our seed kit on our website. We tag a lot of products in our videos. I'll make sure I tag it. But I'm going to harvest this. And the reason why I really wanted to grow dill, so last season, y'all, I didn't grow dill in my garden. And I remember having to go get dill because I was getting so many cucumbers. And I love pickles. Like, I grew up on pickles. I just love pickles. But for the little small, when I say small clamshell, I paid $4 for 4 packs because that's how many I needed. And it was like $16. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to do this again. This is how you learn what to grow too. I'm like, I'm not going to be paying this. And you got very little in that clamshell. So I said, okay, I'm going to fix them. So we're growing this for my cucumbers, but I also add this on salmon as well. But I'm going to start harvesting some of these. Even if I got to dry it, I'm going to harvest my dill, but I have to watch. I'm going to harvest it probably over the weekend just for the simple fact that I know we're going to heat up. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate y'all. I see the comments coming in, and I appreciate you. So let me take my spray with me because, see, I just said I put my scissors down and there they were and I couldn't find them. But this is the spray that I'm these mosquitoes. I don't know what's going on with them. They're very disrespectful. But okay, so yesterday, y'all remember I had my Chinese cabbage. Now this section actually, it bolted, went to seed. The Chinese cabbage did. So I pulled all of these up right here. And I have some, they're called patio tomatoes, but they're yellow. And I had let them stay in the sale tray way too long. I know they're going to come back. I'm not even going to talk bad about them. I'm going to be quiet because I know plants are resilient. They're going to bounce back and they're going to come back. But these don't get, so the patio tomatoes, I'm going to tell you about the white stuff in a minute. The patio tomatoes get about 18 inches apart. But y'all know I always love to do in my garden. My dad gets so mad at me because he was like, why do you have all these flowers? And I have to remind him, and I'll share with y'all, back when my parents and grandparents were gardening, it was you had to if you wanted to eat. It wasn't no, oh, I'm gonna do this as a hobby. Oh, I'm gonna do no. If you wanted to eat, you're gonna grow, and you're gonna grow like a long row of something. It's not all of this. Let me add a little this. Let me add a little of that. Now my grandmother, she did have her flowers up front, but they weren't intermixed with vegetables and herbs. There was like the flowers up front, you go back to the back, and then you got to the actual like vegetable garden. And she didn't grow any herbs, not that I can remember. But I like to garden in a style where I grow flowers, vegetables, herbs. We're gonna mix them all because some of them are very beneficial. It's known. I mean, I feel like if you grow homegrown, it's going to be good. But it's known that if you plant your basil by your tomato, it enhances your tomato flavor. And then I always plant marigold for the pests. And so we started this section from seed, and I let these stay in the sale trays too long, but I know they're going to flourish. They are going to be so good. I know they're going to flourish. So let me tell you about the diatomaceous earth and why you see this like all over the place, okay? So when I dug up the Chinese cabbage, it was so many peel bugs. I call them roly-polies. There were some slugs on my the Chinese cabbage. So there were some slugs. So what I did, because it was just so many in the soil, I topped it off with compost. So I had compost and I'm out now. The soil cube was supposed to come Monday and they sent me a text, but the driver had an accident. He's okay. And like I told a lady, I'm more concerned with the person. As long as they're okay, hey, whenever you can get out, that's fine. But I haven't heard anything back. So I'm going to, because I want to start pulling a lot of these beds right here. This is cilantro that has gone to seed and is starting to make coriander. I'll show y'all that in a minute. But since it was just like an influx of so many uh roly polies or peel bugs, or some people call them sow bugs, then I was like, let me just go ahead. So not only did I put some on the plant on top of the straw mulch, but I put some like on the soil around the plant too, because they're a good size, but they're still, and when I say a good size, I'm talking about the tomatoes. It's still at a stage where they can potentially be eaten at overnight. You know what I mean? So I just want to protect those until they get a little bit bigger. I'm kind of okay with the basil. They're a pretty good size right here, but I was more so concerned with some of the smaller tomatoes, and these are determinate tomatoes. So what these tomatoes are going to do is put on all of their tomatoes at once, and we did a video about it. I'll try to link it once this video has rendered, where we talked about the different types of tomatoes. But basically, your main two is determinate and indeterminate tomatoes. So indeterminate means they're going to grow into the first frost, what they call the first killing frost. And then the determinate tomatoes, they're going to put on their tomatoes all at once, and then you harvest them. Now you could do succession planting, you can put something else right here, but these are determinate tomatoes. So they're going to put these yellow cherry type tomatoes on here, and so once they're done and put everything on, then we can put something else in this place. So this is what we did. We did this the other day, and again, I know snapdragons are almost done. This lemon thyme, I'm looking at the bees. I just wanted to show y'all, because I'll show you the herb garden that's back here. This is where I keep that cut and trimmed for a lot of our herbal teas and herbal blends and loose leaf herbs that we offer when we tag our products. But this particular one right here, I keep this specifically here for the pollinators. I'll trim this back in the fall, but I do let it go to flower, because it was some bees around here, but I guess they don't want to be on camera right now, y'all. They don't want to be on camera, so we're not going to make them. But they love these flowers. And then this just has a nice lemon scent right here. This is lemon thyme. So again, you're always going to see me vegetables, flowers, herbs. Hello, Lions in the Garden. Hello, Margaret Eldervina. I'm hoping that is your name. If not, forgive me. But so we're going to work on this bed. And the reason why I say that, so what we're going to end up doing, we're going to leave these for a while, because I just want to see like all of the colors. I am going to grow, I think I like these snapdragons, the height of it. We grew 3 different types. And the reason why I say that, these are the taller types. This one right here is a smaller type. It's okay, but I don't know. I think I like the taller one. So these are like the snapdragons, in a little bit, they're going to get ready to be done for the season. But we're going to put things like marigold, like cosmos. We're going to put sunflowers here. I actually had a volunteer sunflower in one of these beds that I didn't even have sunflowers in that bed. That just lets you know how the pollinators and the birds can take stuff and move them around for you, and you'll have them. These are the basils that I just planted. These are a little bit older, a little bit bigger. We actually just did a video on this bed right here. So this is like phlox. This is snapdragons. Remember, we're going to do vegetables, flowers, herbs. So we got our flowers right here. We got our basil. This is the culinary basil. This was in These are actually the plants that we had. We don't have it now, y'all, but we had a 1 day sale, 99 cents. They're called Simply Herbs. This is the basil. So you get three different types of herbs. You get the Genovese basil, you get a lettuce leaf basil in here, and then you get the purple basil. And these are the big cherry husky tomatoes that we planted. And so now they're starting to put on some blooms. Now, when I see them put on blooms like this, I'm going to come in. So the rain is supposed to come early in the morning, maybe last to Tuesday. I don't know, y'all. Every day. It was supposed to rain last night. I ain't seen a drop of rain, so we'll see. But when I start seeing these right here, this is why I share with people. You know, a lot of people grow tomatoes and they're like, I got a lot of leaves or my tomatoes are not doing good. To me, now let me tell you, I've been gardening for over 20 years. Let me tell you my thought process. Tomatoes are heavy feeders, especially when they start to fruit. So when they do that, I'm coming in with a liquid fertilizer. Let me show you what I got left. And a lot of times I use what I have until that's done. But I do have like my tried and true things. And then y'all know we planted this up with our snacking peppers. They're gonna eventually turn yellow right here. And I see a little something going on right here. But right now, this is what I have. You have to dilute it. It's a concentrate. But this is like the Pump and Grow. It's by Dr. Earth. It's tomato, vegetable, and herb fertilizer. So this is what I've been using because this is what I have. So we're gonna start with these right here because these are fruiting. These are also putting on bloom. So I'm gonna come in with a liquid fertilizer right here, and we're gonna take care of those. This is how I do a lot, like my cucumbers, my eggplants. I'll use that once they start to fruit like this. So this is good. This mulch seems to be okay. I told y'all I got a love-hate relationship with this doggone straw mulch. This, it may pop up, but see, like these right here, I cannot stand this. And so I have to take time to come and pull this because I like for my beds to look a certain way, but I also like to keep it clear so I can see what's going on, if y'all know what I mean. I got to see what's going on over here because I don't like no surprises. It was a cat in my garden yesterday that scared me because I don't have pets. And so when I see them and then they ran, I don't know. Y'all don't know what be going on. But anywho, so we're gonna pull these. I have started three different types of peppers. So I think I'm gonna put the peppers on this front row. We're probably gonna either put, so I have what's called, this was in our seed kit too. And again, y'all, I'm gonna tag the products because we did have a big order today, but we still have a few things left in our shop, but we're going to start adding more. I want to show you one of the things that it sells out every year. I'm going to be honest, our loose leaf herb sells out every year because this is what I tell people. This is not, this is small but hand picked, hand dried, or this is not like going through a factory. It's me getting out here, harvesting the herbs and the flowers at its peak. And just, what I would call like a small batch harvest. So I actually had somebody to DM me and reach out because the lemon verbena had sold out, and they was like, do you have any more? And I'm like, not this season, but we are going to start harvesting the lemon verbena, the calendula, and then we're going to offer some more herbs this season. Lemon balm was one of the ones, but I just want to share with you, when I put them or when I tag them, I'll just be honest, the herbs go quick because I'm getting them. I'm not buying them. I'm getting them right out of this herb garden right here. I, with our unplug and unwind tea, I'm still debating because we don't grow as much lavender as I like. I was debating, should I source it from another farmer that I know, and she grows organic, that grows it. Like I'm debating. I do got a little bit of lavender, but I don't know if it'll be enough. But the calendula right here, like, and I love calendula because when the sun is out, they open up. They're beautiful. When the sun goes back in, it closes. And this is the Resina calendula. It's one of the ones that has like the highest medicinal content in it, I guess you could say. But I sell it as a loose leaf flower because a lot of people like to do calendula salve. Calendula tea is great also, but they come right from here. And so that's why I say when we run out. Holy basil, we got to get that planted as well. All of my roses, when we put rose petals in our tea, they come right here from this garden. Parsley, anything we offer, I'm ready for this bee balm. I'm so ready for this. I just grow this because it's really pretty. And then the parsley, that's another cool weather plant. We started all this from seed. So we got parsley. Ooh, look at the borage. The borage is about to get ready to flower. We got that going. The violas right here, we'll use that in a lot of our skin salves as well. But we do have a little, we got some lavender coming, and then I harvested some and we got some more. But one of the things I want you all to try, if you're into a little spice that we're going to start harvesting, is the hot and spicy oregano. I wanted to start offering that as well because y'all remember a few weeks ago I was actually on live and I was like, oh, look at the hot and spicy oregano. It looks really good, y'all. I put some in my mouth and I was like, this is a little hot right here. And if you know me, you know I do not do a jalapeno pepper, maybe pushing it just a bit. Like that might push it a little bit. But I do want to like offer that to people. Like if you want to put this in a sauce or something like that, I do want to offer that. And then we're going to have some more mints coming. But this weekend, let's talk about this weekend. So I have to start flipping out some of these beds. This one, like I said, we're going to go ahead and remove the cabbage. We're going to put some flowers up here. We got thyme already. And we got, this is the winter savory. So I grew summer savory and I grew winter savory. So this is the winter savory. So we're going to leave that. We're going to leave the thyme. I think I'm going to put some zinnias. It's the Dreamland zinnias. They don't get very tall. We'll probably put these up front. And I've started from seed. It's called jewel eggplant. I don't know if I'm going to put that here or if I'm going to put, so I got a purple beauty. I got purple beauty, pepper, candy cane, and chocolate beauty, I want to say. So y'all stay tuned. That's why I always say stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, because I could tell y'all right now this is what I'm gonna plant right here, and then by the time I give y'all a garden tour, it'll be something totally different and you would be like, now see she said she was gonna plant this and she did not. What I wanted to share with you real quick, in the next few weeks, probably about the 1st of June, I think the garlic is going to be ready. I see that some of these are starting to make garlic scapes. I know I looked at it. Now, don't make me tell these people. Okay, look, they're right here, y'all. So we're starting to get garlic scape. I'm like, don't make me tell the people a lie. So we got some garlic scapes coming. So I got some right here. And I also have like a little patch of garlic that is over here. Yeah, it's about to be ready. I could look at the leaves and tell these are about to be ready. Oh, it's going to be so good too, y'all. Our own garlic. And garlic, onions, well, not onions, but garlic, carrots. They're always the ones that you're surprised when you pull it up. Like you don't know what you're going to get until you get it. But I'm just looking at how thick some of these stalks are right here. And remember, we side dress these throughout the growing season with our bone meal. So I say about 3 times we did that with our onions. We also did it with our garlic. So we just came down this row and that's what I call side dressing. So I just went straight down this row and put bone meal on here. That's good for bulbing up plants. A lot of people use it for tulips, but you could use it for onions. You could use it for garlic because you're trying to get a bulb, a big bulb of, like an onion bulb or a garlic bulb. And so we did that about 3 times. And I really got to come in here and clean this out. But I'm excited about that. I think what's going to end up going here, I'm trying to see if I see some garlic scapes because I do. I did hard and soft neck right here. And I call myself labeling